After the release of the Dreamcast, fans were excited to see what new games were coming to the next-gen console. Especially us wrestling fans. Attitude was pretty much the same game that was previously released on the PlayStation and Nintendo 64, so there wasn't much to get excited about there. When WWF Royal Rumble hit the scene in 2000, it's safe to say we started to get excited, but that is until everybody realized it was just a simplified arcade game. But still, maybe there was a little glimmer of hope. The game kicks off with a video intro, and it honestly doesn't look very good. The video is grainy and has a weird reddish hue all over it. Is this some kind of filter they used, or was the video compromised somehow while converting it for the Dreamcast? Who knows, I just know it's kind of on the ugly side, and the music is just some generic dance song. It doesn't really go with the Attitude Era clips being shown, but hey, it could be worse, right? The selection of wrestlers is pretty much laughable. I mean, look at this. I know it was meant for the arcade, so it lacks a lot of depth, but they could have added maybe just a few more wrestlers, at least for the Dreamcast port. There's like 19 guys here to choose from. But let's look at the positives. At least guys like The Rock, Austin, Angle, and Jericho are here. And being a big DX fan, I'm glad to see X-Pac and Road Dogg. But why no Billy Gunn? I mean, why would you put in one half of a tag team? And you know what? They actually did it more than once. Edge is in the game, but Christian isn't. But they managed to get both of the Hardys in. I don't understand why guys like D'Lo Brown made it in the game over people like Farouk, Bradshaw, Benoit, Eddie Guerrero. Vince and Shane McMahon are unlockable characters, but let's be honest, not many people have a huge desire to play as them. At least I don't. Oh, and I hate the fact that there's a timer on all the menus. Again, I understand, in the arcades it's necessary, but can you give me more than 10 seconds to select my wrestler? There's two modes of play to choose from, Exhibition and Royal Rumble. Exhibition is a one-on-one match. Well, sort of. After you select your wrestler, you select a partner that will assist you throughout your match by pressing different button combinations. This is actually kind of a fun addition to the game. Royal Rumble puts you against 30, 60, or even 90 wrestlers in an over-the-top rope elimination match. But there's not even 30 wrestlers in the game. Oh, that's right. They just recycle wrestlers over and over again. One thing that is great, though, is the ability to have 9 wrestlers in the ring at once. This was pretty big stuff at the time. Games like WrestleMania 2000 could only handle 4 at once. The actual task of throwing a wrestler out of the ring is very simple. A little too simple. If you wanted to, you could just stand by the ropes and throw out every wrestler as soon as they slide into the ring. And what's with this counter at the bottom of the screen? It seems to get stuck a lot. I mean, look at this. It's been saying 10 superstars remaining for at least the last 5 minutes. What the hell? Look at all these people coming out. Still says 10. Okay. If you're familiar with the SmackDown series on the PlayStation, you'll pick this game right up. It's the same game engine right down to the move animations. You control your wrestler with the D-pad, perform strikes with the A button, grapple with B, and run with Y. Your taunt is on the left trigger, and specials can be done with the right trigger. It all works well, though the game doesn't feature very many moves at all. The movesets are very limited compared to the SmackDown series, and this does take a little bit away from the gameplay. The game's visuals are pretty good for the time. They are a significant step up from those seen in SmackDown graphically. Though the presentation is all really simple, there's only one arena with no other options. There is, however, backstage areas, but you're just kind of thrown into them at random, which is kind of annoying at times. There's also a cage that will sometimes appear around the ring, but it doesn't change the gameplay. It's not even interactive at all. It's already like you're in a cage regardless, as you can't even exit the ring in a normal match, so the cage is simply cosmetic. The winning animations are actually pretty good. The entrances, on the other hand, well, let's take a look at one. Did you miss it? Let's see it again. Yep, that's it. That's The Rock's entire entrance. They're short entrances to say the least, but really that's the mood of the entire game. Look, if you go into WWF Royal Rumble expecting anything other than an arcade game, you'll be sadly disappointed. But if you understand that it's just a quick, simple way to kill 20 minutes, you might be able to appreciate it for what it is. I'm still sad that there wasn't a full-blown Dreamcast exclusive WWF game worthy of the ones seen on other consoles, but hey, I'll take what I can get, and this is pretty much it.